It's been over a year since I last released my Calgary Gideon Keys video. This was not by choice. I have uploaded them many times, but every time there came one view and then the video was flagged, deleted for some reason. I uploaded all of them, but for some reason they wouldn't stay on. I just hope this one stays on. Things have gone from bad to worse. "34. The Red Room." There's a lingerie store in Kensington. You know the type. Overpriced and understocked. The staff is no help at all. Almost like they don't want any customers at all. They don't. At least, not in the front of the store. If you can convince them you're a discerning patron, though, they might let you into the Red Room. Getting into the Red Room is easy. At least it seems so on the surface. There's a door at the back of the shop, with a bead curtain in front of it. The door is always locked, though, and the Red Room won't be there if you break in. The key is to walk into the store every day for a week and ask for an array of outlandish products. Vinyl nighties, cardboard stockings, and high-heeled shoes full of salt have all been part of the list of code words. Eventually, you'll hit upon the correct word, and the clerk will admit you into the Red Room. There's no space in the building for the Red Room. The place where it should be taken up by the kitchen of the Italian restaurant next door. The Red Room is a small strip club, with only half a dozen seats inside, and the brightest, shiniest red paint. For the most part, the shows are very sad and conventional, but be sure not to attend on any night which belongs to a martyred saint. If you do, you'll find out the Red Room. The walls aren't red. It's what they're covered in. 35 is just missing, as well as 37. But we have 36 and 38, so I'll just do those. 36. The bread box. Down around 14th and 9th, there's an alley between a parkade and a small office building. Unlike many downtown alleys, this one is clear of parking and transients. In fact, there never seems to be anyone in it at all. There's never a car cutting through to avoid traffic, never any teenagers looking for somewhere quiet. Despite the presence of loading docks and parking spaces, it's as desolate as downtown can be. If you walk down this alley in the winter, you'll smell rotting meat coming from inside the dumpster. You'll find that it's empty, other than a plain tin bread box. The bread box will, despite being of a kind not manufactured for decades, be in mint condition. If you open the box, which you should never do under any circumstances, you'll discover that it contains your own severed head. Your head will tell you 2 secrets and a lie, and then expire. Well, if you should never open it, how did they know? 38. The record. In any second-hand record store in the city, the morning after it rains, a small yellowed envelope containing an aged record single can be found amongst other vintage materials. The owner will claim to never have seen it before, and will allow you to walk off with it for a pittance. The record's title will be faded with age. Nothing but the vaguest suggestion of letters and the tattered scraps of album art will remain. Take the album home and place it on a turntable. The normal speed will be too fast, so instead turn it slowly by hand. The first 2 rotations will yield nothing other than a cacophony of screams. However, subsequent rotations will reveal nonsensical sentence fragments comprised of disconnected words. To decipher the statements, cut out a circle of paper the same size as the record and cut it into a spiral. Write the words you heard down on the circle, moving inward from the outmost edge. Then place the spiral atop the record. Read it inside out. Each column of words names a location and a date. Each date is the day after a rainfall in the year to come. At each of these locations and times, you will find an envelope with a sentence of your obituary in it. 39. The Diskette. This is a very old book, but not that old. It was written somewhere in the 80s and 90s. Anyway. The Diskette. There is a computer in a downtown resume center that is well